'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, well, except Omega with his blouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that Jordan would upload a video. But that would be rare. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of plumber boys danced in their heads, and Omega in her blouse and I in my cap had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there rose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new-fallen snow gave a luster of midday to the objects below, when what to my wondering eyes did appear but a miniature plumber boy and 8 tiny plumber dears. With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment he must be old Nick. More rapid than eagles his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. "Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Pranker and Dixon, on Donald, on Stupid, on Boner and Blitzkrieg, to the top of the porch, to the top of my balls. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all!" As leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle mount to the sky, so up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with the sleigh full of boys and old Nickman too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney old Nickman came with a bound. He wasn't dressed at all from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all gone, still burning in ashes and soot. A bundle of boys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a pedo just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his nipples, how merry! His cheeks were like roses, his like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a hoe, and the rear on his skin was as white as the snow. The stump of, I'm not supposed to say that on YouTube. He held tight in his teeth, and the choke encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed, but his breath was quite smelly. He was naked and slump, a right little baby, and I laughed when I saw him, in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside of Jordan's hose, and giving a nod up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew, like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, and he drove out of sight, "Merry Kwanzaa or something, I don't know, and screw you all, and to all a good night."